Hi everyone, welcome to Cooking with Bae. I'm your host, Lindsay, also known as Animal Based Bae, and today we are making homemade protein gummies. Why? Well, because some of you need some quick pops of protein in your mouth on the go for convenience sake, or maybe, your kids just enjoy something fun. So I have these cool little silicone things that I'll fill with gummies. I also actually have some for my dog too. These would be great dog treats as well. So good for their gut. And yes, so here's what you will need. I have gelatin to make the gummies, definitely a priority. I have creatine as well to give you that extra protein. I will make these with kefir as well. And I have blueberry flavor. You can add sort of any fruit that you want to just, create a variety. Maybe this week it's blueberries, maybe next week it's strawberries. And then I will add a little bit of sweetener of honey. This is optional. So here we go. All right, so first thing is first, I'm going to take my blueberries, about a cup of blueberries. These are organic, so no pesticides sprayed on my blueberries. I'll put them in the blender and I will blend them to puree them. Okay, then I'm gonna add my puree mixture to a pan, to kind of a saucepan, and then I'll put that over sort of like medium to low heat so that it starts to boil a little bit, starts to warm up. Don't get it quite to the boiling point, just get it to warm up a little bit to allow for a little bit more of a liquid consistency, and then we'll add our gelatin. Okay, it's starting to make a little bit bubbles here, but it's a little bit more liquidy, so now I will turn this off and then bring over my gelatin. Okay, great. Now that it's heated, I'm going to add a little bit of water, which is about 1/4 of a cup of water, and just to let that settle. And then now I'll add my gelatin. Okay, here we go. So I'll add 1 tablespoon of gelatin and 2 tablespoons of gelatin. Okay, and then another one, 1/3 tablespoon of gelatin. Here we go. And I'll mix that in there. It's gonna start to gel right away. So you want this to stay in here for about 5 minutes or so and let that really gel, and then we'll turn on the oven again to let it heat and really sort of just gel in there and not be as lumpy. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes, so I'll turn on the stove again to about, again, like medium-ish. We'll we will wait for that to melt a bit and then begin to stir it and try to liquefy it a little bit more. Okay, I kept this stirring and going a little bit. This is with my silicone spatula, but just so that we could get all of the clumps out of there and that it is blended together nicely. So once you've gotten all the clumps out of there, then we can turn it off and then let it cool just a little bit before adding the other ingredients. So I'm gonna turn that off now. Whoops, here we go. Okay, so let's pull this off the stove. Since it's warm and melted, I like to put it in a separate bowl so it cools down just a little bit before putting in the other ingredients. And the reason being is because, heating can denature any nutrients or things like that. And so I really want to preserve more of the, I don't want to pasteurize the raw kefir that I have going on. It might, denature it a little bit if I put it into a warmer mixture, but I don't want to overheat it where it eliminates it completely. So just kind of putting it in a separate bowl to cool down just a little bit before adding the kefir, before adding the honey, because honey also has super beneficial bacteria as well, just sort of living cultures. You don't want to kill them off. So I like the temperature to get down to, about 100 degrees Fahrenheit before adding these ingredients. Then we'll stir them back in. And that's it. We really just kind of plop the other ingredients in there, stir them back in, and then we'll put them in our little gummy little, I don't know, designs here or molds, right? We got the hearts, we got the dog treat one, so excited for that last step. Okay, so this is cooled a little bit, so I will add actually about 5 grams of this creatine. So this is really good from a quality source. I'll put all the links below where I source these ingredients from. Then I will add kefir to the mixture. I will add half a cup of kefir. So I'll pour that in there. And then I'll also do a nice little mixture here, making sure that the ingredients are all blended in there nicely, especially even with the creatine add, because you know that can get a little grainy. So just make sure that you mix that all in there fairly nicely. There we go. All right, then the last little bit, going to add my honey sweetener. This I'll probably add about a tablespoon in there. Yep, that is about right. Did not measure it this time. You can measure it at home if you like, but a tablespoon would be great for this portion size. Mix, 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 mix. Continue to mix. Don't forget to taste it. Oh, that's fun. Now we get to pour it into our little molds. So I will, I guess, do the hearts first. Whoa. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. We will fix this. We'll fix that. Okay. How will we fix this? We will take our handy dandy spatula and move it along like so into the other crevices. See, look. Who said it's not fixable? That's nice. All hail silicone. It's very useful in the kitchen. Okay, and so this is what they look like in their little silicone molds. I was a little messy, but hey, you know, whatever. Gets the job done, and if you guys have better tools at home, go for it. But I was just kind of showing you what it's like without all of the tools for every need. Okay, once I have filled the molds, I'm gonna put them in my fridge and let them cool down for a couple hours and then come back at them. Okay, and then a couple hours later, you have protein gummies. So there you go, there's one, and then we have, you know, you can make them for your little pups too. So these are nice, they're substantial. I mean, they feel like gummies, and do they taste like them? Yep. These are great. So I hope that you enjoy this recipe. I hope your kids enjoy this recipe. I hope your family loves this recipe, and know that you have snacks on the go that are healthy for you. So all you got to do is just make it ahead of time, and then it becomes convenient for you throughout the week. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Don't forget to follow me, subscribe, hit the notification bell when you want to know when the next recipe drops, so that I can help support you on your animal-based journey. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Lindsay, also known as Animal Based Bae. See you next time.